every revolution, there is always a man who believes that he can outmaneuver history. A man who walks the tightrope between heroism and betrayal. That man in Nigeria's first coup was Major Emmanuel Ifeajuna. He was brilliant, ambitious, and fiercely intelligent. A soldier and a national hero. Yet, he became one of the most controversial figures in Nigerian history. The question is, what drove Ifeajuna to turn against the very system he swore to protect? And why did he flee when the coup collapsed? Welcome to Shadows of January, when we continue our deep dive into Nigeria's first coup by uncovering the life of those enigmatic strategists, Emmanuel Ifeajuna. Born in 1935 in Onitsha, eastern Nigeria, Ifeajuna was destined for greatness. But unlike most soldiers, his path to fame did not begin in the barrack. It began in the track field. In 1954, Ifeajuna became a national hero when he won a gold medal in the high jump at British Empire and Commonwealth Games, making history as the first Nigerian to win a gold at an international sports event. His victory symbolized the rising potential of newly independent Nigeria. But Ifeajuna's ambition extended far beyond athletics. He pursued higher education at University College, Ibadan, before joining the Nigerian Army, where he quickly rose through the ranks. His intelligence and charisma made him a respected officer. But behind the uniform was a man greatly disillusioned with Nigerian corrupt leadership. By the mid-1960s, Nigeria was in crisis. Corruption, ethnic tension, and electoral fraud had turned the country's democracy into the game of power and greed. Ifeajuna, like his fellow coup plotters, believed that the only way to save Nigeria was through military intervention. But unlike others, Ifeajuna was not just a soldier, he was the brain behind the coup's strategy. He carefully mapped out the operation, especially in Lagos, where he personally took charge of eliminating the government top leadership. On the night of January 15, 1966, he led a group of soldiers to the residence of the Prime Minister, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. In a chilling turn of events, Ifeajuna arrested the Prime Minister and had him taken away. Days later, Balewa's lifeless body was found dumped along a roadside, a stark symbol of the coup's brutal execution. The coup initially seemed successful, but things took a different turn in Lagos. Ifeajuna had expected that Major General Agoye Ironsi would be neutralized, paving the way for the coup plotters to take control. However, Ironsi, a senior military officer, managed to rally troops and crushed the rebellion. Realizing the coup was failing, Ifeajuna did something that no other coup plotter dared. He ran. He disguised himself and fled across the border to Ghana, leaving his fellow coup plotters to face the consequences. Some saw this as an act of self-preservation, while others view it as an act of betrayal. For months, Ifeajuna remained in exile in Ghana, living under the protection of President Kwame Nkrumah. But when Nkrumah's government was overthrown in 1966, Ifeajuna lost his safe haven. Surprisingly, he later returned to Nigeria and joined the breakaway state of Biafra during the Biafra War. Just a year after the coup, he was accused of planning another coup against the Biafran leader Odumegwu Ojukwu and was executed through the firing squad. From a national hero to a fugitive and then to a condemned traitor, Ifeajuna's story is one of ambition, deception, and tragic downfall. So was Ifeajuna a patriot who wants to save Nigeria, or was he an opportunist who played with the nation's destiny? His legacy remains one of Nigeria's greatest historical puzzles. In our next episode, we shift focus to our next major player, Major Adewale Ademoyega. He was one of the few coup plotters who survived the counter-coup and lived to tell the story. But how did he escape the fate that befell others? Find out in the next episode of Shadows of January. Thank you for listening, and don't forget, as I will always say, this platform is not for everybody. It is for those that want to engage with our past, especially the gory past, and want to learn from them in order for us to collectively think and create a better future for our society. Thank you very much once again for joining me tonight on Read with Abby. I remain your friend in history, Abby. Thank you, and see you some other time.